Our friendly and knowledgeable staff work hard to make purchasing a new set of tires easy. Get the right tire at a price you can afford. Add Cooper Tire's award-winning service, including free rotations and guaranteed balance when you buy from us, and you get a winning combination.
Cooper Tire, customer driven mile after mile.
Cooper Tire, Hutchinson and Pratt.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back. Glenn Grunwald along with Drew Dallas. Now, congratulations, Drew. You go through the season undefeated. Fell behind by a couple touchdowns. That was a good Iowa Western team you defeated today, 42-28, but the second half all belonged to the Dragons.
Yeah, really strong team. I mean, we knew that going into it and, came out and took a 13-0 deficit to start. Obviously not what we were hoping for or wanted, but I thought our guys responded really well and just kind of inched their way back there in the first half, made it a 7-point game there at halftime. And, somewhere we hadn't been all year and talked to them in the locker room, hey, we're in this situation. I'm glad we're in this situation because right now we got to figure out if we're going to respond to these things or not. And our guys took that personal, and they came back and they obviously responded very well there in the second half and really just, very proud of how hard they played. I mean, those guys, they wanted to win this football game. It was important to them, whether it had any kind of ties, in the postseason rankings or not. I mean, we wanted to win that game and be 1-0 this week and what it stood for. So they found a way to do it. I thought we played pretty clean throughout and really settled in there and just took off.
You really looked at maybe two other wins that were close. The Garden City game, they pulled within two, went for a 2-point, didn't get it, and we were able to win at 27-18. Then you look at the 13-0 Highland win. But this one, you guys in the second half really just made a defensive statement. Were the guys too juiced early on? Were a couple mistakes? They got some big plays on us. Was it just too much adrenaline?
Just a couple things. I mean, really have to go back to the tape and figure out, where we made miscues at. But obviously there were miscues made there, and those things happen throughout the course of a football game. And I think those things just happened early in that game, and they had a couple long passes there to the tight end that were well designed and got kind of poor eyes, and they were able to make some big plays there. But each and every time our guys responded the right way and came back and really finished that thing out.
Saw some different looks that you had. You had Epton a couple different times, running in motion and getting the pass to him. There was a couple different things I saw. So you guys threw some wrinkles in this week.
Yeah, you have to. I mean, I think anytime you play a defense that's as good as they are and as sound as they are, there's things you got to do differently to attack it. And I think where you look at it, where that football game was won is, obviously I think we were efficient through the air at times and made some big-time plays, but 297 yards rushing against that team. I mean, they are very, very tough to run the football against, and just the physicality that we played with and a lot of one-on-one battles there, and our guys did a great job of tightening up there in the second half and just being consistent and creating some explosive runs there.
I know you're about 1-0 each week. I know you're about the wins, not so much, but that's the most points that's been put on Iowa Western since 2016.
Well, I'm glad we did it today. I'm glad we did it today.
That's a strong statement.
They're a great program. There's a lot of respect for their staff and obviously their football team. And, just like we talked about last year after we played them and they got in the playoffs, wouldn't surprise me to see them again down the road. And, we're going to have to be 1-0 that week when we play them. And hopefully we get to that. But there's a lot of football left to be played. There's obviously a lot of goals to achieve before that, and we just got to keep the focus on the next one once we get it there. And we're going to enjoy this one tonight, and we got some time to kind of rest and recover because that was a physical football game without a doubt.
Yeah, it really was, but you warmed down, did a good job there. One last part about this game. How big was that strip sack that gave you the ball right before halftime, allowed Collier to catch up with Singleton?
Yeah, I mean, just created momentum, and throughout the course of football games, those things – you got to capture it and you got to recapture it at times. And those guys, when the momentum wasn't with us, our defense stepped up, made a big play, and recaptured that momentum. And it was huge to be able to put points on the board right there before half. And obviously, we were able to kind of recapture that momentum a couple times there in the second half. But when those swings happen, you got to take advantage of them. And our guys did a great job of that tonight.
Coach, we're going to step aside, come back, and talk about what's next right after this timeout.
Great teams work together to win. That's what the team at Cooper Tire does every day to earn your business. Hi, this is Craig Cooper. At Cooper Tire, our friendly and knowledgeable staff work hard to make purchasing a new set of tires easy. Get the right tire at a price you can afford. Add Cooper Tire's award-winning service, including free rotations and guaranteed balance when you buy from us, and you get a winning combination.
Cooper Cooper Tire, customer driven mile after mile.
Cooper Tire, Hutchinson and Pratt.
Welcome back to the postgame show with Drew Dallas. A nice win by the Blue Dragons, 42-28. I thought in the second half you also put two back on punt formation. That made it a little bit different back there. It gave you another blocker back there, plus they couldn't necessarily kick away from Richardson.
Yeah, you could tell. I mean, just their game plan was to not allow him to have special team touches, and it cost us a couple times there in the first half, kicking away from him, and then, even on the kickoff return stuff. And it was good strategy by them because he's such an explosive playmaker, but thought our special team staff did a great job making some in-game adjustments there. And, whether we just fair caught it or not, didn't allow him to just, punt it to the grass. I mean, there's a lot of hidden yards in that, and I thought that helped us big time there in the second half. Great special teams adjustment.
Okay, it's not official, but we should host a first-round game in the playoffs. That would be December 2nd. We'll see where everything else falls, second or third, depending on what you guys want to do, basically. Should have the number one seed. The rest of it is up to the polls. There's some big games going on down in Mississippi with Northwest and Chippewa Lincoln playing. You got Kilgore going against in their playoffs that they have in the Texas League down there against a pretty good New Mexico military school. There's a lot of things to play out to see who's going to be 2, 3, and 4. Plus, you got Snow playing Monroe on the outside looking in.
Yeah, I mean, there's just a lot of things they're going to have to work out, and they'll work themselves out with time, and it's going to go all the way through next weekend to really see kind of where guys shake out, and obviously the voting happens. But, for us, I think at least, we had an opportunity today to feel like we control our own destiny, and I think we did that. And we'll let those chips kind of fall where they may, and we'll worry about what's next once we know. And in the meantime, we're going to enjoy this one and find ways to get better and just stay sharp. But proud of our guys for again, how they fought, just coming out, capturing that momentum, going into what's next, in our football season. And it's a special group of guys. They love playing the game. They love playing together, and it was a fun one today, watching them kind of rally back from that deficit.
You got a daughter who's got a lot of star quality. You know that with Parker on a little video on Facebook inviting people to come to the chili cook-off, and
yeah,
she nailed it.
She did a good job.
She did a good job.
I always say I got two good daughters, so and a good son, but Parker, Hayden, yep. Heather really takes a liking to just doing that, and she's a rock star. Getting some of that stuff organized, it's important to her. Couldn't ask for a better coach's wife and best friend. But just appreciative for everything they do. They love it, they enjoy it, and obviously it gives our community and our fans an opportunity to get out and enjoy it as well. So thankful for all they do, and and happy for them, and they love it. So Parker did a good job on the video.
She did a great job on the video, and that was plugging the chili cook-off that took place. Second annual was won by Ben Weber. He was excited, and I'll tell you what, you don't know it because you're getting ready for a football game, but that lot was packed with lots of tents, and then it extended on down 11th Street for about 4 or 5 cars with tailgates up. It's going to be a pretty big deal.
It's awesome to see.
Awesome to see.
You drive up to the stadium at 8 a.m. in the morning, and guys are setting up and getting that thing rolling, and so it's just a fun atmosphere. These guys work hard for opportunities like that, and you can't ask for a better football game between two programs, 1 and 2, and to get out and see that level of football played, but then have those things ahead of the game to enjoy too. And it's a great thing for our community, and we're proud we can be a part of it.
Well, Football Factory USA did it again, going on the season 10-0 undefeated, getting a big 42-28 victory. You run the table this year. You got a playoffs now happening. We'll host one that first weekend in coming up in December. We'll let folks know exactly when it's going to take place. So thank you, Bud. Appreciate
Job's not finished, and we're not done. On that.
1-0.
1-0. That's right.
Thank you, Drew. And go step aside. We'll be back, Rob, with some final thoughts right after this.